Okay, it is 7:45 in the evening on the 25th of April, and this is my 24-hour movie marathon challenge, which has been laid down before from Ryan Chataway. Chataway87 on YouTube, who's a great YouTuber, makes videos about films and so on. Really cool guy, and he set down this challenge for people to do over the next month or so. Set aside a day to do a marathon of films and make a video while you're doing it. Chronicle the experience, I guess. It's a pretty cool idea.
So you're not allowed to sleep?
No, it's not that strict now.
It's not 24 hours?
Well, it could be 24 hours. I mean, it doesn't have to...
16-hour marathon.
A 60-hour marathon, right? Well, fine. I'll sleep. Right, if I sleep 8, then I'll just do another 8 of film watching and make it up.
You could do what Arnold says. Just sleep faster. He recommends.
Yeah, as Arnold Schwarzenegger says, just sleep faster. That he recommends. I'll just get a time check now. So video I'm rendering at the minute. There you go, 1948, and we're about to watch The Hulk on our PlayStation 3.
The Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry.
Very important.
Okay.
The Hulk fans out there will know what I mean.
And yeah, so I'll be starting it now. Connie won't be joining me with this because she's working tomorrow anyway. A bit of a mishmash. I'll probably like watch a Blu-ray, watch a DVD. We're currently watching this illegally downloaded copy of The Hulk. The Incredible Hulk, but it's okay because I've pre-ordered it on Blu-ray, so I'm paying for the film anyway, so I don't feel too bad about it. And Connie doesn't care anyway, so we're going to be watching this. She gave me the shiftiest look then. Everyone does it.
I'm going down
So yeah, Incredible Hulk. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it's now 32 minutes past 10. Finished watching The Incredible Hulk and I just had to go and do some things around the house. Hoovering, Connie did the dishes, I cleaned the bathroom, took the bins out. Gonna have a bath now, but I'm gonna take a film into the bathroom with me so I can make up some time and I'll watch a bit of a film while I'm in the bath.
What are you watching?
I don't know, I'll have to have a look at my DVDs. But before that, I forgot to mention that there are some fun guidelines for this movie marathon that Ryan set down. And the first one is to watch at least 2 films that are 3 hours or longer. So let's see if we can find a few. I've already decided, but just for the sake of this video, oh, I know. Avatar. This is the extended edition, which I believe is just around about 3 hours, so let's stick that in a pile. Cat food there, very glamorous. Another guideline he set down was foreign films, so I haven't watched Battle Royale yet. I'll stick that in the pile. And what else have we got? Another long film, I know. Das Boot. I have yet to watch this, and this is the director's cut, which is, ooh, let's have a look. 207 minutes, wow, that's like 3.5 hours long. Okay, let's stick that one in the pile. Oh, another one I know I was going to pick. A flop. A film that was a flop. Land of the Lost. I know that this was just a flop. Pretty much critically, probably commercially as well. It stars Will Ferrell and Danny McBride, who are 2 of my favourite comic actors, so I actually picked this up a couple of days ago. It was really cheap, so I'll give that a look as well. A classic film that you've never seen before. So I'm going to watch To Kill a Mockingbird. Picked this up recently and I've yet to watch it. Well, we got a good stack there of classic films, and there was something else as well, I think. A film that you have no interest in watching, and tomorrow I'm probably going to go to the cinema just to, you know, change this up a bit and, you know, add a cinema trip to the whole experience. So on my way to the cinema I'm going to try and watch a film on the bus on my MP3 player. Tim Roth was awesome in Incredible Hulk, really enjoyed him, and I enjoyed it a lot actually. I saw the Ang Lee's version of the Hulk when it came out, and it was okay. I wasn't too impressed with it. I know most people hate it, but the Incredible Hulk was a lot better, and I'm actually quite gutted now that Edward Norton isn't in the Avengers. That's going to be a real shame. Okay, so I'm going to go and have a bath now, and I'm going to take in a film. So I'll just have a look and then I'll let you know. Okay, so I've narrowed down my selection of film to watch in the bath to 3 films, and I'm going to get Connie to decide and make it random. So Connie, all you need to know is there's 3 DVDs in front of me. Number 1, 2 and 3. So give me a number. 2. 2. Awesome. 3 completely different films, and I'm going to go with this one, The Hard Way, which is an awesome film. So. Okay, it is 23:54 and I'm carrying on watching, went in the bath and watched The Hard Way, or about half an hour of it, and I'm just continuing to watch it now. And it's awesome. Such a great film. The chemistry between Michael J. Fox and James Woods is just so funny. It's brilliant. I love it. So I'm probably just going to watch the rest of it now, sitting here. You know, the more I watch this, the more I just feel like it's probably one of my favourite films. James Woods is just so good in this film. Awesome. Also having a small pizza, even though it's really late, but I'm probably going to be staying up for a bit longer and watch maybe 1 or 2 more films before I go to sleep and continue tomorrow, so I guess eating now is not the worst thing in the world. Okay, so The Hard Way is finished and done. That's 2 films down, and it is 5 minutes to 1 in the morning on the 26th of April. I'm still feeling pretty awake, so I think I'm going to go ahead and crack on with Avatar for one of the 3-hour films. I've had a look on the back. The collector's extended cut is 170 minutes, so it's not quite 3 hours, but I'm going to count it anyway. And yeah, looking forward to seeing it. And I've got at least 4 more ready and waiting for me there in the stack.
I'm so tired, I haven't slept a wink. I'm so tired, my mind is on the blink. I wonder, should I get up and fix myself a drink? No.
Okay, so it is the day after. It's the next part of the epic 24-hour movie marathon. This is part 2. I've decided to cut it into 2 parts. So I had some sleep. I went to bed about 5 AM. I just had to get some sleep in. Shows how awake I am right now. I got up around 12, had to run up to the post office to pick up this, which is a movie-related package that I'll be making a separate video about. But I had to go get that from the post office, and now I'm going to go into Cardiff, and I'm going to be watching a film on my MP3 player as I get the bus into Cardiff. Then I'm going to go to Cineworld, see what's out, and then catch a film, come back, maybe watch the rest of that film on the bus on the way back, and then just carry on with it. And I think it will make it 24 hours if I carry on watching films to around 4 in the morning. Okay, an update now. I'm not going to be going to the cinema straight away because I checked the film times, and there's a film I want to watch and it's not on until 5 o'clock. So I'm going to stay home and watch a bit of this, To Kill a Mockingbird. So, well, not watch a bit, I'm going to watch all of it. So yeah, I hadn't officially watched this film yet. I bought it about a month ago, and it's a classic film that I've never watched before, so that's another one to tick off the list. And yeah, should be cool. Got a can of Dr. Pepper, and I'll probably make myself some toast or some cereal or something like that to fill me up with some energy for the rest of the day. Okay, so I just finished watching To Kill a Mockingbird, and it's just very quick thoughts because the bus is coming down. I've got to go run and get it, but it's a film that I feel like kicking myself for not watching sooner. Amazing, absolutely loved it. Yeah, I'm going to try and get on the bus now, go to the cinema. I'll take my flip cam with me and film some stuff.
It's alright now. Is it alright now? Is it alright?
So it's around 20 past 8, and I'm just going to Tesco to get some cat food, and just got back from seeing Marley, which is an awesome film, and I'll talk about it a bit more when I get home. Okay, I just got in. 9:15. Wait, that's wrong. It's just 9. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. That clock must be fast. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I just got back from the cinema. I knocked off a film on the way to the cinema, The Lady Vanishes by Alfred Hitchcock, on my MP3 player. Watched half an hour of it on the way to Cardiff. Watched another like 20 minutes of it waiting at the Cardiff bus office to get my money back from a change voucher. I then went to the cinema itself, and the film didn't start for 15 minutes, so I watched another 15 minutes, and then I watched the end of it on the way back, on the bus back. Then I stopped off at Tesco, and I was watching it while I was walking to Tesco, and I was watching it while I was walking around Tesco. Finally finished it on the way home, and it was an awesome film, The Lady Vanishes. Brilliant Alfred Hitchcock film, great mystery. And the film I went to see at the cinema was called Marley, and it was an extensive documentary about the life of Bob Marley, and it was just amazing, inspiring, and utterly depressing. Just the way he died and everything. I really knew very little about Bob Marley, so it was very interesting. You know, and I think maybe it was too long. It went into like too much detail. It was like 2.5 hours long. But yeah, Marley was a brilliantly made film. You know, the people who went to see it, there was only a few people in the cinema, and there was this one group of people, and they were really big, and you could hear them like doof, as they walked into the theatre, they came in and there was mainly old people there, and they were just talking throughout most of the film, just like rustling wrappers, cans pop and stuff. And there's a bit in the film where they're talking about Bob Marley's relationships, the fact that he cheated on his wife a lot, and it just cuts to a picture of him with a little title card that says Bob Marley fathered 11 children from 7 different relationships. And at that moment, you know, it was like a silent shot, and everyone was kind of, oh, fuck. Like there was big reactions from everyone. There was only about 20 people in there. People like laughing. There's some funny moments and stuff, but it was a brilliantly made documentary and just harrowing at the end. And then even as I was leaving, they was playing one of his songs on the credits. There was a guy waiting to clean the cinema, and he kind of stood by the edges of the theatre, just watching the screen, just sort of bobbing up and down on the balls of his feet, kind of singing along. And there were people kind of nodding their head and singing along to it and stuff. I went to the toilet, and there was a guy peeing, just nodding his head and going, "Let's get together." I was just like, it was just this infectious kind of thing, even though there was only a few people in there. So it was pretty cool. It was a bit of a weird audience, you know, just like talking a lot. And there was one woman who was getting phone calls all the time, and she was just letting the phone ring for 2 minutes at a time. I was like, put it on silent, Jesus. And I've already been filming now for about 3.5 minutes, so it's a good thing I split this into 2 parts. I'm now going to attempt to watch, I believe, I don't know, what shall I watch? Let me think. Let me go into the room of requirement. I'll just watch static for the next 8 hours, or however long it is we've got left. So I'm going to go with this one. Get out of the way. Land of the Lost, a film that was a flop. I looked it up, and this film lost millions of dollars, and it was panned, so let's see how good it is. Shelby, I'd just like to take the time to thank you for ruining my bed. I mean, Lily already destroyed that side, but you know, you're really making a difference, so I guess I just want to really thank you. You're really helping out, okay? Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, just finished watching Land of the Lost, and I gotta say, contrary to what people say, it's one of the funniest films I've ever seen. Actually, and just the special effects were so good. But of course I'm joking, the special effects were okay. Not as bad as Connie was making them out to be. She just came in from work and was like, "That's so bad."
Well, I'm not in a good mood.
Well, she's not in a good mood, she says. But I did enjoy it a little bit because Will Ferrell was pretty funny in it. Danny McBride was funny in it. I love Danny McBride. The story was pretty bad, and you know, it seemed to just jump right into it straight away without much. I'm not going to go into a review and critique this film. It wasn't great, but I did enjoy it just because Danny McBride was in it. There's a really funny bit at the beginning where he was like wheeling. He was boating. I don't know. Danny McBride was. I don't know how to say it. Paddling. He was paddling a boat with Will Ferrell.
I was just thinking, like, what do you do? Wheeling, boating. What do you do when you want to move?
That's what I was thinking. Boating, yeah. So he was paddling this boat with Will Ferrell and the female lead of the film, Anna Friel, and they're going through this cave, and Danny McBride's like, "They say this cave's been here for 100 years, and it holds 1,000 secrets." Or has it been here for 1,000 years and holds 100 secrets? That in itself is another one of the secrets. He could say any line and make it funny, Danny McBride. But yeah, it wasn't amazing by any stretch of the imagination. I could see why it bombed, both critically and commercially. But you know, I don't feel too bad for spending £6 in it. And I'm going to roll on with the next one now, which I think will probably be Battle Royale, the foreign film.
Yes.
So, yes.
You're watching that now?
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. On an unrelated note, what I've been drinking throughout this challenge, well not throughout, but just something I tried, is Fentiman's Botanically Brewed Ginger Beer. Fermented botanical ginger drink with herbal extracts. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. So I switched over to the classic Tesco Sparkling pear and elderflower, and it is now 20 minutes past 12, so I've got to watch a foreign film, a 3-hour film, and my favourite film. If only my favourite film was 3 hours long, but it isn't. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete all the little objectives of this marathon, but we'll see what happens. I'll just crack on with Battle Royale now. Okay, so it is 4:45 in the morning. 5 o'clock is the finishing point. I did it. I watched, I can't even remember how many films I watched now. Let's go through the checklist. Oh god, I can't even think. A flop. Land of the Lost. Definitely a flop. A classic you've never seen before. To Kill a Mockingbird. A film you had no interest in seeing, 4 Rooms, which I just watched, and it was weird. I didn't really like it that much. Very strange film. A foreign film, Battle Royale. 2 180-minute films. Didn't quite get there. I watched the extended Avatar. The extended version of Avatar, but I didn't get to watch the second 3-hour film, unfortunately, and that's because going to see that Bob Marley documentary, which was like 2.5 hours long, going to the cinema, coming back, I wasted a lot of time there, and I had to go out and do other stuff at like 12 o'clock, around lunchtime. So, but it's been cool. It's been great. You know, it's been really, really cool. I wish I'd watched my favourite film as well, so I could have ticked off every little guideline of this thing. But it doesn't matter really. It's all in good fun. And I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been very rambling and weird and stuff. I also watched A Trip to the Moon, which is technically cheating. It's not really a film, it's a short film. But I recently watched Hugo, so I thought I'd give that a look, and it was on YouTube, so I checked that out. And it was brilliant, actually, just seeing how George Méliès made films. You know, it was made in 1902. Pretty much one of the first science fiction films, and just like the way he cuts things. There's a cool shot where these people have gone to the moon, they're in this cave, and one guy pulls his umbrella out and he puts his umbrella down, and it turns into this big mushroom, just like a jump cut, but you don't even notice it because it's just it's weird. It's hard to explain. I'll do a full review of it at some point, but yeah, very cool. So let's have a look at the films. Incredible Hulk 1, The Hard Way 2, Avatar 3, To Kill a Mockingbird 4, The Lady Vanishes 5, Marley 6, Land of the Lost 7, Battle Royale 8, Trip to the Moon 9, and 4 Rooms 10. So there you go, 10 films in 24 hours. Good going. Again, I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get off my favourite film and another 3-hour film, but it's just too much. I've got to go to bed now and admit defeat on that one, I think. So, and finally, my final thought of this whole thing, just a big thank you to Ryan Chataway for not only being an awesome YouTuber, but for putting this thing together and just putting the idea out there. It's been really fun to participate. I hope people enjoy this video. Very cool. I hope to do it again someday and maybe get all the guidelines in there, because it was really bugged me that I didn't get to do that last 3-hour film and my favourite film. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. It's much needed sleep now. Oh my God. Today of all days. One day I set aside to do the 24-hour movie marathon challenge. And this. Why me? Nope, not today. My choice in attire today has to be perfect. What the bloody hell? She's calling it this hour. Hello?
Dude, are you doing the 24-hour movie marathon this year?
Yeah, what's it look like I'm doing?
Well, I don't know. I can't see you. You're like 10,000 miles away from me.
Good point, good point. Well, yeah, I'm getting ready now. I got my Back to the Future boxes, got my Ghostbusters t-shirt, all ready to go. You know how it is, and just looking forward to it.
Okay, man. Well, remember, if you don't stick to the guidelines, I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna hunt you down, and I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, good one.
And then I'm gonna steal every single one of your DVDs and Blu-rays.
Brian? Son of a bitch. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and take a look around every once in a while, you can miss it. I recall Central Park in fall, how you tore that dress, what a mess, I confess. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that you should just stop and just look at life. I mean, stop, take a look around every once in a while, then actually do stuff with your life. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I gotta do these stupid guidelines. I just wanted to do a movie marathon, I just want to have a simple movie marathon, watch some films, eat some chips, drink some soda, eat some chocolate, watch some more films, make a video, and have fun. But now I've got to do these stupid guidelines. To quote John Lennon, I am the walrus. And I could be the walrus too. Doesn't change the fact I've got to do these stupid guidelines. But you know what, I'm not going to let it get to me because I want to do this movie marathon and I want to have fun, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. You know what isn't fun? Cutting yourself shaving. Yep. It hurts. But what doesn't hurt is the fact that I'm going to be putting on some aftershave now and, you know, that is just fine. Hello and welcome to the second annual 24-hour movie marathon challenge. Oh yes, we're back here again. Hair's a little longer, face is a little fatter, couple more spots on the face. This time I cut myself shaving and we're going to watch some movies, even though I'm not going to be doing it over 24 hours straight. Yeah, I'm going to cheat. Now I'm here in Norway and I don't have all my movies. I didn't ship them all over here because that would have cost me probably somewhere in the region of £1,000, I'm guessing, because there's a lot of movies, especially the big box sets and things like The Walking Dead Head that's really massive, and so on. Forget about the Wizards collection, that would probably cost a lot just on its own. So I brought some discs in this case holder in the event that a movie marathon would happen, and it did. And I've got not even a large percentage of my movies, I've got maybe about 10% of my movies here in this binder. I'm going to show you some of them there, just give you an example. Yeah. Lots of Blu-rays in there. And I'll also be using Netflix. Now, as I said, I will not be able to do the 24 hours straight because, let's be honest, for the first time in my life I'm actually having a normal sleeping pattern. Or should I say for the first time in my adult life. I'm going to bed before 12 o'clock and I'm getting up before, you know, 10 o'clock. But, you know, a couple of weeks ago it was a challenge just to get up before 2 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm a lazy bastard and I would always stay up really late. I'm a night owl. And while I've been here, I haven't really been a night owl because I've just sort of gotten into the routine of having a normal sleeping pattern, which is awesome. But it also means that I can't do this marathon completely in its entirety. But I didn't do that last year either. I slept a little last year, so who cares? If you're really gonna, you know, be bothered about that, then you can just, you know, piss off and yeah, swivel. So yeah. So we should begin. Okay, maybe not. No, we can't begin. No, Joe. Can't do this. Can't do this. It has been almost 3 weeks that I've been here. Almost 3 weeks. And how much soda have I had in that time? How much pop have I had in that time? Maybe a bottle. That's about it, really. Bottle of Dr. Pepper, bottle of Cherry Coke that I brought over from the UK. Yeah. Yeah, I was sipping on that like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, just a little bit every night. And then, you know, my fiancée forced me to drink it all in one go on a Saturday, which is our day that we can actually eat nice things. And she said no more. But I'm going to have to rebel on that because I haven't had the sweet, sweet taste of carbonated drinks in a very long time. In fact, my lips, they're getting dry right now just thinking about it. I'm getting some pop. That's it. I'm doing a marathon. I'm gonna have something nice. So, pop. Just yeah, this is creepy. If you see like a weird kind of like shifty looking hick, let me know because I'm looking for a guy called Fast Eddie. I'll kill that son of a bitch. Anyway. I have to get some pop, I have to get some refreshments, which is pretty much the same thing, so I don't know why I said that. And we'll see where the journey takes us next, which will be, you know, the shop. And if you can see behind me, try and be discreet. The car there, I think there was some kind of collision with a bus, so hope everyone's okay. The bus drove off, so it must be. Yeah. Bit strange to say the least. It's a nice day actually. Not really that cold either. Quite a pleasant, cool, refreshing, sunny day. Yeah. Still really craving this this Fanta, this pop. Oof. Could really go for one right now. Alright, so I'm just walking back from the shop. Got that Fanta, got some crisps, and got a pizza against my better judgment. In fact, I texted Connie and I said, I got exactly enough money left for a pizza, what do you reckon? She said, well, I'm doing salmon, it's up to you. So I went, what do you think, is it too much? And she said, your choice. So by telling me that it was my choice, she basically kind of gave me free rein to actually go and buy it. There was no way I wasn't going to buy it unless she told me not to. So there you go, going to have pizza tonight with the movie marathon, and something went up my nose, huh? Bit of snow, I think. So yeah, walk back now. It's really, really nice. Actually, the sun is just perfect, and the temperature's perfect. Really nice day. Good day to watch some movies. Well, not really, because then you should be out if it's a good day, but I don't know. I don't like staying out too long anyway. I like being in and having my own company and watching films and everything. So I just came for a wander down here to see what it looks like, and I absolutely shit myself because I looked up and I saw an icicle that would definitely kill me, and I was worried that there was going to be one directly above me. Luckily there wasn't though. That was really, honestly, genuinely scary. This is all ice, so I can't go down. I want to go and film down by the stream there. Check that mother out. Jesus Christ. That would just go right through you. Whew. Heart is pounding, seriously, there's another one up there. Whew. Glad I didn't venture down there. Fucking hell. I'm not even kidding, I am actually, my heart's racing, seriously. Could have killed myself there, just having a wander down here. Let's try and navigate this ice. Whoop. There you go. And get the fuck out of there, because that was scary shit. My legs are shaking. I mean, could you imagine it? That falling on you? Jesus. I mean, you know, we've got a nice sunny day out there, and then death down here. It's absolutely silent now, apart from the cars. It's really nice. By the way, I'm pretty sure I just saw some bags of drugs up on that bridge while I was taking pictures. Interesting. If I'd been caught doing that, I probably would have got my head kicked in. I'm assuming it's drugs anyway. I mean, I don't know. Could have been like baby shit or something. Baby shit? I don't know. It just seemed weird to me. Out of place. Let's try and walk up this road now and back onto the main bit. Really nice down there. Everything just looks so much prettier with snow. Well, it's been long enough, I think. We should get cracking on with this movie marathon. Before that, I'll just show you pepperoni pizza. Really expensive over here. Gonna be worth it. We got the textbook baking paper. Always need some baking paper. We have sour cream and onion chips / crisps. And we have the one thing I really wanted, some top quality iceberg lettuce. That's for Connie, she's having salmon and lettuce later. So I probably should have joined her in, but I'm too busy drinking stuff like this. She's gonna freak, by the way, when she sees I bought a big one. She's gonna be like, 2 liters? Really? And I'll say, well, it's actually 1.5 liters. She'll be like, it's the same thing! Oh, the receipt didn't fare very well. Oh, I'll put it on the radiator. So, without any further ado, let's go and see what the first film of this bloody thing is. We're here, we're queer, we're not going to drink beer, we're going to watch some films. So, before we do that, the guidelines that Ryan has set down, that I am so happy to be doing. One, you've got to watch a film that is at least 180 minutes in length, that's 3 hours if people can't count. Two, we have to watch a film that won the Academy Award for Best Picture. There are over 80 of them, so I suppose, you know, that's something of a selection there. Three, we're supposed to watch a film that we have no interest in seeing, which is going to be tricky. And four, you have to watch a film that is one of your favourite films. It doesn't have to be the #1 favourite, but one of your all-time favourite films. So right off the bat, I am not going to do any of them. I'm going to go straight to a film that I just want to watch and would be a good way to kick it off for me personally. It is a Norwegian film. I'm trying to learn Norwegian, so to watch an hour and 40 minutes of Norwegian is probably going to be more helpful than, you know, well, yeah, it's just going to be helpful hopefully. So I'm going to be watching Headhunters. This is a brilliant film and I can't wait to watch it again. So yeah, let's check it out and I'll let you know what I think after it's finished. But before we press play, oh yes, woo! Yeah. Probably shouldn't have done that. Anyway. Oh. Now that is a great drink. Wow, that's amazing. And the good thing about this bottle here is I think this is embossed. Embossed. This here is embossed. Okay, we've faffed around for long enough. Here it is, the 24-hour movie marathon that I won't be doing for a straight 24 hours, but I will make up 24 hours of movies. Starting right now, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It is 3:59 exactly on the 16th of March 2013, also known as Austin 316 Day, so it doesn't get more perfect than that. Maybe I should try and watch a Steve Austin film. Now, PlayStation controller's ready. Here we go. Alright, I finished Headhunters and it is currently 5:45 PM. Okay, so Headhunters is a Norwegian film. I don't know if I even mentioned that. Yeah, it is. And it is about a guy who steals paintings. And he's got a great life anyway. He's a businessman. He's got, you know, dressed in a sharp suit, got perfect hair, and you know, he's got a perfect life, expensive house, beautiful wife, and he's still not satisfied, and he steals these paintings anyway, and to make more money. And he hears from this Danish guy about this really, you know, elusive painting. So he's like, I'm gonna have that. So he goes to get it, and little does he know that the Danish guy is kind of in on it, and is kind of goading him into it a little bit. And so he tries to steal this painting, and it all goes tits up, and the whole movie just turns into a big chase. It's an amazing thriller. It's kind of offbeat at times, feels a bit like Pulp Fiction. I remember me and Connie were saying it was a bit like Pulp Fiction when we saw it in the cinema last year. And it's just a brilliant film. It's just funny, dark, violent, bit over the top at times, but it kind of levels out, and then towards the end it just really becomes quite an engrossing story, and you actually really feel for the character during a very specific point near the end where you actually kind of buy into his character's reasoning, you know. And he's just a brilliant actor. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not going to pronounce it, but he's a famous Norwegian actor. I've heard that he's now getting parts in bigger American films and stuff, so that's really cool because he's a fantastic actor, and the transformation he goes through in this film is brilliant, and it's yeah, just a great film. I would give it, not that I'm going to rate all the films, but I would give it probably a 9 out of 10, or I think I even rated it a 10 out of 10 at the time. I give it a 9.5. It's just absolutely fantastic. I love it. Brilliant thriller, one of my all-time favourite thrillers, and it's Norwegian. Well, what could you want from me anyway? So yeah, we're going to find out what film to watch next and crack on. Alright, so back again. It is now 3 minutes past 6 in the evening. We are 2 hours into this marathon, and I'm going to kick things off with the Frank Miller, well, not kick things off, but get into the full swing of things with the Frank Miller trilogy, as I like to call it. And that comprises, first of all, Batman Year One. Fantastic film, can't wait to watch it again now that I'm a big fan of Breaking Bad and Bryan Cranston, because he voices Commissioner Gordon in this, who is pretty much the main character of Batman Year One. And it will also comprise part 1 and 2 of The Dark Knight Returns, the seminal Frank Miller Batman graphic novel. So going to kick things off with Batman Year One. Can't wait to watch this again, especially on Blu-ray. This is the first time, and yeah, looking forward to this one and a little mini batathon. For real this time.
Somebody's threatened to poison the Gotham Reservoir. Calls himself the Joker. Got a friend coming who might be able to help. Should be here any minute.
Okay, so that was Batman Year One. It is currently 10 past 7 in the evening, and yeah, I love that. I just had to show you the end credits there, regardless of any trouble that might get me in. I just love it, the way they incorporate the comic book and everything is really cool. Just turn that down a bit. And yeah, what a brilliant film. Absolutely love it, even though it's only like what, an hour long pretty much. I enjoyed it so much more than I did the first time, because the first time I watched this was in work. I watched it on 2 half-hour breaks that I had doing an all-night shift, and so I watched it in 2 parts, and I was kind of like rushing towards the end, looking at the clock, trying to get back to work. So really enjoyed it, but this time even more so because I've now read Batman Year One. I have it. In fact, I got it for my birthday last year from my good friend Alex. So yeah, just a brilliant story, and just brilliantly put to film, I guess. You know, the animation's fantastic, the voice acting is brilliant, Bryan Cranston. The story is about it's basically like Jim Gordon. It should just be called Commissioner Gordon Year One, because it's about his first year in Gotham, and similarly Bruce Wayne's first year as Batman, and he kind of comes back to Gotham after a hiatus, and he's kind of like trying to get to grips with how he's going to fight these criminals, how he's going to fight justice the way he wants to fight it, and the way he wants to fight for the memory of his parents and all that kind of thing. And it's how Commissioner Gordon is dealing with the politics of Gotham City Police Department. He comes in as the commissioner, and there's a lot of shady stuff going on with Loeb and Carmine Falcone. There's a lot of this stuff in the Batman Year One story that is used in Batman Begins as well. You can tell in this. I mean, this is pretty much unchanged from the comic. It's so faithful. I mean, there's some parts were almost exactly like frame for frame exactly as the comic was, and I'm all for that. I love that. Ben McKenzie voiced Batman. I didn't know this until recently, and after I watched it the first time, and he does a good job. I don't think he did a fantastic job, but he did a very good job considering he's Ben McKenzie. And if you don't know who Ben McKenzie is, he was the star of The OC, which I actually used to watch and enjoy years ago. But yeah, I never would have thought that it was him. He did a good job, you know, and it's a young Batman, so he can get away with it. But the real standout is Bryan Cranston as Commissioner Gordon. Did a fantastic job. Gordon's such a badass in this film. You've got to see this. If you're a Batman fan, you haven't seen this film, you owe it to yourself to see it. It's a fantastic little film, only an hour long. Absolutely brilliant. Great to see it in HD as well. Yeah, all round just fantastic experience. I'm really enjoying this and can't wait to pop in The Dark Knight Returns Part 1. But before that, I'm going to cook my pizza. Alright, let's do this. Got some salmon here that's defrosting. Connie's going to have that when she gets in. So I'm going to put this pizza on now. So, kind of enjoying this so far. I really wish I could have done the full 24 hours in one go, but there you go. It is what it is. Alright, let's get this pizza out then. This looks pretty good, I have to say. And it should be for how much it was. Let's take this away. Well, I just put the rubbish in the bin, and as I turned around, I realised the sink was full of dishes and I should have done them earlier. This really feels like a Zara Nizar kind of day. I just spent all day preparing for this bloody thing and I've hardly watched anything, and you know, the night is wearing on. So the oven should be hot enough now, yep. Let's do this. Well, I don't really need these now, but you know, yeah. The pizza. And now we wait for 7 to 8 minutes, or 7 to 9 minutes. 7 to 9. And the pizza will be done. And Connie should be here any minute now, so yeah. Looking forward to watching The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2. I haven't seen Part 2 yet. I got it on Blu-ray about a week before I left. So yeah, it's Connie now. I got it from Ryan Chataway. I bought it and then it was shipped to him, and then he watched it and then he sent it to me. So I've been waiting to kind of watch it with Part 1 as a kind of little, not marathon, but well, I guess this is a marathon now, but you know, to watch Part 1 and Part 2 at the same time. Alright, got my pizza. And we haven't decided what we're going to watch because I want to continue with the Dark Knight Returns movies, but I don't think Connie does want to watch them now she's home, so see what happens. But I'll definitely be watching those two before I go to sleep tonight, so the Frank Miller trilogy will be completed tonight. That's my goal anyway. Let's do the taste test. It's pretty damn good actually. Yeah. Like a cheap Tesco pizza. Not bad at all. Alright then, Connie's cooking her salmon now and I'm almost regretting my pizza twist because it smells so good. Lily's crying and the marathon continues when we decide what film to watch. Okay, I got my laptop here and I'm going to run through the Best Picture winners because one of the guidelines, as I think already stated, is to watch a film that won the Oscar for Best Picture. So, Connie, do you want to watch All Quiet on the Western Front from 1930? No. Grand Hotel from 1931? No.
Go from 70s and up.
Hang on.
Make the list shorter.
No, wait, what if it was like, you know, Seven Samurai?
Yeah, but we already seen that, so I'm not interested in seeing that again tonight.
Okay. Right. The Sound of Music.
Seen it before.
Well, yeah, you don't.
I like to see something I haven't seen.
You like to see something
before.
you haven't seen before, okay. Okay, 70s. The Godfather.
No.
What? What's wrong with The
I
Godfather?
don't want to see that. That would actually qualify for 2 movies.
Why?
2 of the guidelines.
Oh yeah, because it's a 3-hour film.
No, 3 of them.
3.
Absolutely not interested in seeing
You're
The
not
Godfather.
interested in seeing The Godfather. Okay, The Godfather Part 2.
Anything with the word Godfather in it, or God, or Father, get away from it, okay?
I just wanted to watch The Dark Knight Returns. Rocky.
I have seen it before though.
Annie Hall. Have you seen Annie Hall?
What is it?
It's like a romantic comedy, I think. Woody Allen. We're thinking about. I'll keep that open. Deer Hunter, no. Gandhi, you want to watch Gandhi?
Is that with Keanu Reeves?
What?
Was that a Buddha movie?
Buddha movie?
Which a movie with Keanu Reeves where he is Gandhi, I think.
I'm going to quote you on that. There's some movie with Keanu Reeves where he's Gandhi or something.
Well, he does the meditating and stuff. Isn't that the guy, Gandhi?
Yeah, but no.
Who first reached Nirvana? No. Yeah. Nirvana.
It's not Keanu Reeves.
What?
No, Ben Kingsley plays Gandhi in Gandhi, not
Well,
Keanu
then he
Reeves.
sure looks like Keanu Reeves.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe that. This is on film. Or video, whatever.
Well, it's many years ago. I might remember incorrectly.
Right, we're going to go through Keanu Reeves'
Oh,
filmography.
can we just find a movie?
No,
You can correct this later.
I can't see anything that...
Little Buddha.
Little Buddha?
Could be it. Could be it. At least it was Buddha or the other guy. What's his name?
Okay.
What'd you call him again?
I don't know. Gandhi.
Oh.
Keanu Reeves as the Buddha before his enlightenment. Alright, fine.
Haha.
Okay, he played the Buddha, but he wasn't Gandhi. There's a distinct difference between
Something.
Buddha and Gandhi. Gandhi is old, decrepit, kind of thin guy with glasses. Buddha, we just look at me for the body type and, you know, bald. Alright, anyway, continuing.
It's Buddhism, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Rain Man, have you seen Rain Man? I haven't seen
I
it.
have.
I haven't seen Rain Man.
And I'm very interested in seeing that. Because it's great, and if you haven't seen it before, then you missed out. So that will be top 3.
Okay. So Rain Man, Annie Hall.
Scratch Annie Hall.
No, it's short.
Not when Rain Man is on there, because Annie Hall will never win over Rain Man, so you might as well
You
put
don't know, you haven't seen it before, have you?
I would rather see Rain Man.
You said you'd rather see a film you haven't seen before.
Haven't seen it in many years.
Okay,
Feels like I haven't seen
Okay,
it.
The Silence of the Lambs.
We've seen that just recently.
Just recently, like
Yeah, like a year ago.
2 years ago. Unforgiven.
What's that?
Western, Clint Eastwood.
I'm sorry, but it's just so nice. It was salmon.
Yeah, I can't see that. Done looking at your plate now?
Yep. You done with that pizza?
No, there's
Oh,
one slice of pizza left.
can't even share a little bit of pizza. Go on.
Unforgiven, it's a Western, Clint Eastwood.
No, thank you.
Uh,
Not tonight. I just don't feel like it tonight. No westerns.
Schindler's
No mafia.
List.
Fuck
Nice.
off.
What?
Look. There's enough shit in the world.
Okay, then Forrest Gump, the complete opposite end of the
No,
spectrum.
thank you. Just seen it.
I'm just saying.
And too many times.
Braveheart.
You hate that one.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I watched it like 3 years ago or something and you were like, oh, worst cliche ever, it fucking sucks. Sucking fucks? No, I don't like it.
Gladiator.
Nah. Really? That won Oscar?
$1 Million Baby. Well,
That's a great movie. Don't feel like watching it now though.
Yeah.
She dies in the end anyways.
well, don't give it away.
Sorry! Just blur that one. You're gonna edit it anyways.
No one's watching it. Lily, get away from the tripod. Get. That's right. No Country for Old Men.
Heard it's a good movie.
It's brilliant. We should watch it.
Sometime. Rain Man is probably better.
The King's Speech.
No.
The Artist.
No, not tonight. I want to watch it at some point.
Argo.
What's that?
New Ben Affleck film. But one best picture.
Ben Affleck won Best Picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was brilliant in Daredevil, wasn't he? to go playing blind.
I just want to like take it as his like passionate and like emotional acceptance speech from the Oscars and like holding it up, and then just cuts to Connie in the crowd going, "Yeah, good job in Daredevil."
Go on.
Right, go on then. Look on Netflix, see if there's a Rain Man. Lily.
Was she licking it?
Yes. Lily's got this thing for licking stuff. She licks our computers, she licks bags, and now she's licking the tripod. She was trying to wrap her mouth around the metal girder. So we decided on Rain Man from 1988.
Yeah.
And of course starring Tom Cruise, Dustin Hoffman, the guy.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
Dustin.
That guy, yeah.
The guy with the glasses.
And I've never seen this film, and it was Best Picture winner, so perfect. Yeah. After that, I'll return to The Dark Knight Returns and The Darkness. Lily.
Oh, Lily.
You joking?
Rain Man. It's supposed to be Rain Man in one, right?
No, it's Rain Man.
Oh.
So I'm like Batman. I need you to cut some cards.
Oh, so you know it's about counting cards then?
Just from like.
Well, it's not about that, but well, it turns out to.
We'll catch up with you after the film. It's currently
Stop.
8:10. I don't know where the time went.
What you doing? Oh, I wasn't yelling at you. What's Luke doing to you while I'm gone?
Oh, I just, you know. I just make you do push-ups and you know.
Imagine a cat doing push-ups.
I don't think they can they? I mean, oh, they could do. I don't know.
Sit-ups maybe, but push-ups?
Sit-ups, really?
Yeah, they just lie there and they go like, meow. But push-ups? What are they gonna do? I don't know. You're abusing our cat.
I'm not abusing
Look
our
at her.
cat. There's nothing to abuse.
Look how unhappy she looks when you edit this.
She looks.
When you edit this, just zoom in on her face. She looks depressed.
She always looks depressed.
No, she looks pissed. But now she looks depressed.
I can imagine her in Beetlejuice. You know when Winona Ryder's there with a black veil over her face, writing "I am so alone." I can imagine Lily doing that.
Yes. You're not alone though, are you? Huh?
Okay, Rain Man. We'll see you in a bit. It is 12
Uh-oh.
minutes past 8. What?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
Uh-oh. You'll know once you've seen it.
Oh, okay, so we just finished watching Rain Man. It is 25 to 11. What did you think again?
Better than I remembered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. It was awesome. Yeah. Anything you want to add?
There you go.
Yeah. It's one of those films that I've always known about, never seen. In fact, my mum had it on video, and I got really worried because the tape said rental copy. I thought she'd stolen it from the video store. Before I realised you could actually buy rental copies. So yeah. But yeah, always just never really got around to watching it. It was yeah, awesome. Tom Cruise, Dustin Hoffman. You probably know the story, so I won't bother going into it. But yeah, I loved it. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Awesome stuff. Maybe a bit too long. I don't know. But there wasn't any point where I was like, "Oh, this is dragging on." But you know, it was surprisingly long for what happened. But yeah, really good.
I'll give it a 9 as well. Part of me wants to give it a 10. I don't know why I'm giving it a 9. Maybe because it is long.
Epic Hans Zimmer score.
I think it sounds very Lion King.
It does sound a lot like Lion King, yeah. But yeah, Dustin Hoffman was brilliant. Tom Cruise was surprisingly good, considering how early on it was in his career. But yeah, I think people forget these days he is actually a really good actor. Well, I would say when he wants to be, but you know, I don't know. He's been in some shite recently, but yeah, I'm gonna go have a pee now. Definitely gonna need a pee. Alright then, it is somehow 11:10. I don't know how an hour's gone, but I went to the toilet, had a pee, came back, had to load everything off that camera onto the laptop because I've run out of space, and it's alright, she's not being abused or anything. She thinks that Connie's, because she's gone to the toilet, she thinks that Connie's gone out and won't be back for hours. She gets desperate. Lily! Lily! Hey! Stop it! Hey! Stop! 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 Who's that? But yeah, I'm going to continue with The Dark Knight Returns, with my Frank Miller trilogy. So obviously it'll be Dark Knight Returns Part 1, which is already loaded into the PlayStation 3, ready to go. And then that'll be immediately followed on by The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. Cannot wait to see this. Been a long time coming. I won't film anything, I'll just plow through both parts and then see you at the end. I'll probably have to go into the toilet to talk because Connie will be asleep. She's going to bed now. But yeah, I really enjoyed Rain Man. I loved how 80s it was as well. Just the kind of the 80s soundtrack and just the feel of it and stuff. The look, obviously, but big fan of the 80s. Not a big fan of my cat crying like that because it does my fucking head in. Definitely does my fucking head in. So yeah, we're going to crack on with Dark Knight Returns Part 1. Yeah. Time check. 13 minutes past 11. Which coincidentally is also the time where I killed my cat because she is crying so much. Okay, it is, I don't know, like 1:30 in the AM on Sunday. Finished watching The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2, and it was awesome. Part 2 was just so good. Amazing all round. Give the whole thing like a 9 out of 10. Whoever voiced the Joker, I don't know who it was, but they were awesome. The whole Batman Joker tunnel love scene was just so harsh, brutal, ridiculous. They really didn't hold back on adapting the original graphic novel. I mean, there's a woman with with massive breasts, topless, and the only thing covering her nipples are like swastikas. And I was like, I did not think they'd put that character in the animated film. It's PG-13. And Joker's punching women in the face and there's blood coming out. It's just, and the Batman-Superman fight, wow, just amazing, so cool. Overall, awesome, but I'm going to bed. So, it's going to roll over to tomorrow.
It's 10:43 AM on a Sunday morning and we're about to watch Saw. I just watched The Carriers, which is a horror movie about like the world dying, end of the world, you know, infection and stuff. Not zombies, just people dying because they just die.
It's pleasant.
Yeah, right? And so now we're going to watch Saw. More people dying. Horrible, horrible deaths.
Yeah.
While cutting their feet off, trying to save their lives. Because someone put them through it because they didn't value their lives enough before they got put into that situation. Independent. Very inside joke.
She said that in her sleep last night. I couldn't let that one slide. Dependent. So yeah, I just got up and Connie was like, I'm going to watch Saw. For some strange reason. So I don't know why we're watching Saw at like 11 o'clock in the morning, but there you go. It's a film nonetheless. Got some Cheerios. Connie has crisps. I also have,
Because I don't care about health.
I have some apple and pear squash. So let's see some people get mutilated. Okay, just finished Saw. Thoughts?
They should have just left it there.
Yeah, I agree. Saw is an amazing film. It's a great thriller, great horror. It's a great film altogether.
Well thought through.
Great story, great editing. Great acting for the most part.
Yeah, Adam wasn't great, was he?
No. I'm pretty sure he was one of the people who directed. No, I don't know. But yeah, really great film. It's quite random that we watched it at this time of the day, but there you go. That's what you wanted to watch. Yeah, the guy who wrote the film was Adam.
Oh well, not all writers can be good actors. I mean, great actors. It was good. It's just part of it was really like, come on, really?
Was that a bit where he's like, oh, my wife says that you know me, and he's like, you know I know you. It's really like, I don't know.
No! What are you doing? What are you doing? No, don't!
And then when he pretends to die, it was I mean, I suppose it was meant to be funny, but I don't know. It was yeah.
A cat can play dead better than that.
I'd give Saw a 9 out of 10. It's a great film. Okay, it is 12:40. Connie has gone, and I'm going to kind of try and lighten the mood a little in my own head, at least. And I'm going to watch the entirely bland disc art there for. Oh, and you can also see the camera reflected there. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, The Adventures of Tintin, The Secret of the Unicorn. Yeah, really love this film, so I'm going to watch this and kind of just enjoy a nice story and no gore and death, and yeah, because that Saw, as good as it is, I hate all that gory, like, you know, the razor wire cutting into that fat guy. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, The Adventures of Tintin, up next. Okay, so it is now almost. It's basically 2:45. Well, 2:43 anyway. And I'm now going to watch a film that, one of the guidelines, the dreaded guidelines, watch a film that will be Ryan Chataway right now. Yes, he has 3 hours left on his marathon. I said, how long have you got left? He said, 3 hours, lol. So yeah, he's not feeling too well because he ate a lot of junk, I think, which I also suffered from. I finished almost that entire Fanta bottle, ate a whole bag of crisps, had that whole pizza, which was very nice by the way, but I shouldn't have eaten too much shite, but I did. Anyway, moving on. Adventures of Tintin, by the way, was a great film. Really enjoyed watching it again for a second time. First time I'd watched the Blu-ray. And it was, yeah, it's great. The animation just absolutely incredible. Obviously a lot of that is to do with motion capture, but it's such a stunning looking film. And there's this great sequence at the end, it's, you know, all in one shot, which is something that you can just never do with normal movies. It just would have been impossible to do. Absolutely impossible to do. So that's where I kind of do like the motion capture stuff. I'm not a huge fan of it. To augment certain parts of films like King Kong or in Lord of the Rings, and definitely I'm all for that. But whole films I'm not too keen on, but at the same time, brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Loved Tintin. I won't bother going into storyline. I give that a solid 8 out of 10. Really enjoyable film. So now I'm going to go for the film that I have no interest in seeing, which is a really tough category to kind of pick anything. Only now I've got the added tool of Netflix at my disposal, so I'm going to be looking at Netflix now, and we will decide what film I'm going to watch. I have absolutely no interest in seeing, so this is going to be completely on the shoot, on the fly, see what happens, and yeah, I'll just show you now, I guess. Okay, to make things a little more simple, I've searched for quirky movies. So, I don't know, I want to see something a bit quirky, I guess. Probably not a romantic comedy, but there we go. She's the Man, What Women Want, Me, Myself and Irene, Catch If You Can, Chocolat, I Love You, Philip Morris, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, one of my all-time favourite films. We got The Terminal, Pulp Fiction, Men in Black, Edward Scissorhands. I've seen most of these. Penelope is quite a good one. Dr. Horrible's Sing-Along Blog, that is a very strange short film by Joss Whedon. Video Game High School. Huh. 2012, yeah, that's probably shit. If it was made in the 80s, then wow, I'd definitely be interested in that. But I'm looking for a film that I'm not interested in, so, you know. Oh god, I definitely wouldn't be interested in that with Hugh Grant and the Englishman. Actually, I'll just avoid that. I really don't want to see that. Beetlejuice, Full Monty, Clockwork Orange, The Weatherman, Wallace and Gromit, Holes, Benny and June, Falling Down. I really want to see that, so I can't really. That's a shame. I really want to see that. Okay, let's just pick something random here. Find Me Guilty, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Barbarella. I can't decide. Okay, so it's also hard to judge a film by the poster as well, I guess. Flakes, that looks really bad. Just like, looks like an 80s kind of. Oh, do you want? Okay, we'll just go with this. Flakes, whatever this is. The poster looks really bad, but it doesn't look like a terrible movie, so let's just see, shall we? Subtitles off. Alright, let's do this. I'll see you in 1 hour and 23 minutes. Okay, I just finished watching Flakes, and yeah, it was a very low budget film. I don't think it was even shot on film. It played like a bad TV movie in certain aspects, in the way that it was shot. But I loved it. I absolutely loved it. What can I say? I looked at the reviews. The reviews completely trashed the film when it came out in 2007. You know, like I think it got like a 24% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Blasted by the critics. And it made, all in all, at the box office, $778. It was opened in one screen in 2007. That was it. So I don't know the full story. I've been trying to look up online, but yeah, I mean, I guess it was made. It must have been made for, you know, definitely in the thousands of dollars, and nowhere near even $1 million. I can't see the budget going that far. But you know, the story, Flakes. It's about a cereal bar. There's a guy, and he's the manager of this cereal bar. He's a young guy. He's a struggling musician, and the owner of the cereal bar is this old guy who just slobs around in his pajamas all the time. His hair's all a mess, and you know, he's got stubble. He's just like completely spaced out most of the time, stoned, and he's played by Christopher Lloyd. I mean, how perfect could that be? I mean, I turned this film on. I was like, okay, just see what this is all about. Christopher Lloyd was there, and I was just instantly in. I was like, right, I want to watch this film. And then his girlfriend is played by Zooey Deschanel, who I love, and she's amazing. Not only do I enjoy her movies, I think her music's fantastic as well. So that was just another bonus. But otherwise, the cast is very, you know, low. There's no other recognisable names in there. Although the guy in it, I've read up, he was in some of the X-Men films. I can't remember him, but there you go. So I loved it. It's a cereal bar, and then this kind of guy comes in, and he kind of wants to take the idea, so he opens up his own cereal bar over the road that's called Flakes, and then basically Zooey Deschanel's character, she's got like a problem with her boyfriend not working on his music enough and concentrating always on working at the cereal bar and helping out Christopher Lloyd. So she basically goes and takes a job at the other Flakes and kind of helps drive the original Flakes out of business, which isn't good, is it, Lily? No. She really fell in. So she does that, and then their relationship is a bit of tension there, and it all leads to an end. It was around 85 minutes, I think. It felt a lot longer, and it just goes to show you that you really don't need the film to be 2.5 hours long to make a really good film. 90 minutes, you can do almost everything that you need to say in a film in 90 minutes, I feel. But yeah, as a film, you know, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10 maybe. but my personal enjoyment I have to take into account, so I would give it like an 8 out of 10. I think I really enjoyed it. It's just a really fun film. There's a lot of, not like overly done foul language, but like foul language that is realistic, you know, because people say fuck all the time. And it was like that. It was realistic. It wasn't overdone or anything. But you know, Christopher Lloyd was brilliant as always. And you know, I've met Christopher Lloyd, so it was cool to see a film with someone starring in it who I've met in real life. And yeah, the acting was good to okay mostly, but the main guy was pretty good. Zooey Deschanel was just, you know, just as she always is, really good. But Christopher Lloyd was the standout for me. I really enjoyed his performance in the film. Really funny stuff. And yeah, I just don't feel hungry right now, otherwise I'll probably be craving some cereal, but I love the whole concept of a cereal bar. It's just really fun. Quirky, definitely. I mean, I typed in quirky, I got what I asked for, but yeah, what more can I say about it really? It was just a really fun film. Really easy film to watch, you know, and it had me rooting for them at the end. It had me really invested in the outcome of the film, which I think is one of the key things that makes a film good, or at least for my personal enjoyment. So when I was that invested in the ending, which I knew was going to turn out all happy anyway, but you know, I was satisfied when it did, I was satisfied when it ended, and I just thought it was all round really good. And it's a shame it didn't do any good business, because I'd love to have a Blu-ray of it, but apparently it wasn't even released, so there you go. It's on Netflix. You can probably find it there if you have Netflix. But yeah, so yeah, really enjoyed it. Anything else I can add? I don't know. I know what I'm going to watch next, which I will show you now. But there is one more thing I want to say about it. I've forgotten. Yeah, I think if this film was released in like the 80s or something, or the early 90s, I think it would have just done the same amount of business as other kind of quirky comedy films of the time. I think maybe, you know, late 2000s was probably maybe the wrong timing. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, you got to find that right situation, and you got to kind of catch lightning in a bottle to really make a successful film that isn't based around something that is like already huge and established, like a sequel or an adaptation, or it's built around a big name star. It's tough to get off the ground really, so I think it just suffered from bad timing and bad release and all that kind of thing. But you know, I can understand people saying it's terrible, totally, because it's not brilliant, but I really enjoyed it, and it's definitely been the highlight of this whole thing so far. Actually no, I'd say Rain Man is, because I really enjoyed that. But yeah, that was just such a random thing, and I really enjoyed it. Now the film I'm going to watch now, I'm getting quite tired of watching films, but I got to carry on, is The Deer Hunter. Now, I have not watched this, I've not seen it. I've had it for about a year and a half. I had the DVD for about 5 years, never watched it. But yeah, I'm going to check it out. It is just over 3 hours long, so that goes into the stupid guidelines of the 3-hour movie. And then we'll see where we are then. Currently, we are 11 hours into the marathon, even though I started 24 hours ago. Just things that, you know, breaks and actually sleeping. So this may even run into Monday, which would be horrible. And I'm sure you'll be watching this and you'll be like, this isn't a marathon, what are you on about? This isn't a 24-hour movie marathon. Well, it is, because I lay down the rules or something. So yeah, Deer Hunter, and it is currently 4:30. So I will see you at 7:30 and tell you what I think of this critically acclaimed film starring two of my all-time favourite actors, Robert De Niro and Christopher Walken. Okay, it is 20 to 6. So no, I did not finish The Deer Hunter. I watched about half an hour of it, and then Connie said she was going to be coming home in about an hour, which would mean, she said that when I started watching The Deer Hunter, and so that would mean that she would have got home and it would be 2 hours left of The Deer Hunter. And I know that she has no interest in seeing that film whatsoever, because she thinks it sounds boring. And yeah, so there's not much point in sitting there for 2 hours watching something when she wants to be watching something. So I'm gonna just watch Batman Under the Red Hood. Click on another Batman animated movie. It's only an hour and 15 minutes, so I'll watch that, and then she'll come home, and then I'll probably be forced to sit through another horror film. She's insisting on watching more horror. I really don't want to watch any horror films. I've suggested about 10 films to her already. It's just no, 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 no. I said, okay, horror. How about Aliens? One of my favourite films. You know, I could be fit the guideline for the favourite films. No. Any other suggestions? No. So it's going to be completely up to her. So I probably should have left the old film that you have no interest in seeing, because I'm sure that the next film I watch after this I will have zero interest in seeing. But there you go. But I'm glad that I watched Flakes anyway. So next movie, Batman Under the Red Hood. Okay, just finished watching Batman Under the Red Hood. Still, I think the best animated Batman film. I was undecided after watching the two Dark Knight Returns movies because they're so awesome, but yeah, I still think this one's the best for me anyway, or the one I prefer, because it's more of just one kind of story. It's about Batman and Jason Todd, and includes elements from the Death in the Family comic, and it's just really it's quite brutal. Not as brutal as Dark Knight Returns, but it doesn't pull any punches, and it's a great story. I like the voice actor. Bruce Greenwood voiced Bruce Wayne and Batman. John DiMaggio voices the Joker. Jensen Ackles voices Jason Todd / Red Hood. And Neil Patrick Harris voices Nightwing, who's not in it that much, but he's still pretty cool. So yeah, the voice acting is all good. I'd still prefer Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, but yeah, the last 10 minutes of the film are really, really, really fucking good. And yeah, I just love it. It's great. I'd give it a good 9 out of 10, I think. So, don't know what I'm going to watch next. Okay, I'm going to go do the dishes first and then decide from there. Okay, we've decided on Aliens, and I think since I started doing this thing, I've had about another 50 spots on this side of my face. Horrible. And the lighting really does highlight it. But yeah, we've decided on Aliens, which is one of my all-time favourite films, so that's one of the guidelines. And it's a horror film, so we've met somewhere in the middle there. What do you think? What's mine?
I look like shit.
No, you don't.
Of course you're going to say that. You're entitled to.
I'm entitled to. Okay, it's 8:30, and we're going to watch Aliens now. Just made some noodles for myself, so I hope they're nice. And then, yeah, Connie had her salmon. I'm looking forward to watching Aliens, because I haven't seen it in quite a few years. Actually, I think it was the last time Connie saw it, which was about 3 years ago, so looking forward to it.
You can tell it's moving faster than normal clouds, and differently.
Yeah.
There's no lights. That's not grey, that's green.
Yeah, I can't see it on film, but still. It's pretty awesome.
I love that. You can see it's moving fast, right?
Yeah. Whoa, lilies.
I haven't seen it in ages. Let's look in the kitchen window, maybe we'll see it better. What's even cooler is that that's outside of...
Oh, you can really see it just behind those trees. That's a shame. You can really see it over there.
Yeah, it's greener.
A lot greener. Oh yeah, see.
Look at it moving.
Oh, you can...
Oh my god, over there.
Yeah, you can kind of see it on the camera. Sweet.
Maybe it'll move.
Yeah. That is cool. Probably can't see that at all.
No. What's cool is that that's like outside of our what's it called?
What?
Atmosphere.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's bright.
Yeah, it's really bright. It's wish you could see on here.
If you just lock your eyes like, you know, stare at one place and then you can,
See how it moves.
yeah. Like a breath almost. Oh, it went.
Yeah, it's weird how it does that.
Oh, since it can move that fast.
It's also weird that we just finished watching Aliens and now we're out looking at space.
I wish that light wasn't on.
Yeah. Okay, so this isn't a very well composed shot, but there you go. But Connie says she prefers to be in the shade. Or the shadows. Yeah, we just ran out to see Northern Lights. It was interesting. Especially just as soon as Aliens finished, like right on the dot, Connie went on Facebook, she was like, ran to the window, and yeah, it was some Northern Lights. It was really cool. We went outside.
That's why Facebook is good for you.
one of the perks of Facebook. Yeah, but like we went out. I took some pictures, and they were rubbish. And then Connie took some from the window when we came back in, and they were pretty good. But because the window was open, we didn't want Lily to go out because she can't go out. I was just panicking because Lily was just like running around and stuff, and I was picking her out. I chucked her down the stairs, not literally, and I was kind of guarding it so she wouldn't go up the stairs. And I turned my back for a second, then she was up and she was almost on the piano to jump out. So it's just, I don't know, really tense, almost as tense as Aliens the film, which we haven't talked about. But yeah, awesome film, one of my all-time favourites, top 5 favourite films of all time, my favourite science fiction film. It is the most tense film I've ever seen. It just, even now I get stressed out watching the last like hour. Like it just builds and builds and builds and builds. It's just like, in a way, completely different to the original, but kind of, you know, in the same vein, I guess. A lot more going on than the first Alien film. A lot of tense stuff, and yeah, it's awesome.
Still those beepers that do it.
Yeah, the beepers.
Doot, 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 doot.
Got some great actors in it as well. Michael Biehn, Bill Paxton. I don't know who the black guy is who plays the sergeant, but he's awesome as well. I love him. Paul Reiser, for some strange reason, is in this movie. As
Who's he?
he was Burke. You know,
Wasn't that the dickhead?
No, yeah, that was
the guy
the
who wanted
corporate, yeah.
to get them back with the specimens.
Yeah, the guy
That's
wanted
the guy I meant.
Oh, right.
Who's brilliant.
Yeah, Bill Paxton was the guy who you were like, I hope he dies first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then he dies going, motherfucker, fuck you. Game over, man. It's game over. The fuck we supposed to do now? Yeah, awesome. Sigourney Weaver is just, yeah, totally badass. Well, I do think that she was nominated for an Oscar for this. I'm pretty sure. Which is mental, by the way. If I got that wrong, I'll just put a little thing here saying Luke is wrong. But I'm pretty sure she was. And if she was, for a sci-fi film, that's pretty damn awesome. But you enjoyed Aliens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It scared me.
It scared you?
Well, it stressed me out.
It stressed
I
you out.
will see that as
You did jump a couple of times.
Yes.
A couple of them, yeah. See, I know the movie inside out.
And you still get stressed out.
Yeah, I don't jump at the jumpy bits, but the stressed out stuff. Especially when Bishop gets into that pipe and starts crawling. Hate that. Just the I don't know, just the claustrophobia aspect of that, just being literally like welded into a pipe that small.
Well,
is my worst nightmare.
What do you think I feel when I am alienophobic?
Alienophobic?
Yeah, like I have a phobia of aliens.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
How can you have a phobia of something that doesn't exist?
Excuse me very much, but how can you prove that there are not other things out there when there are...
Well, no, I agree, there's definitely more...
Millions other planets out there and millions of other solar systems. There's bound to be at least one other planet out there that actually, you know, can have some life on it.
I agree.
And those are called aliens because they're not on our planet.
I know. It'd be stupid to think there aren't aliens out there, but, you know.
It's more...
Not in the the green man with a big head sense, or the black aliens who were designed to look like penises with second mouths. It's very phallic.
What kind of penises have you seen
Not that I've seen, but the alien design in the Alien films is from H.R. Geiger, who most of his artwork is very penis orientated or sexually orientated.
Anyways,
and the alien design was no different.
I am scared of aliens because they do exist. It's just very hard to get to Earth, okay?
Hey,
Takes a lot of time.
Where you going?
Who's
Earth.
to say that they didn't
Go to
start
Earth.
trying thousands of years ago
Yeah, I'm
and
going to
tomorrow
Earth.
they'll get here?
You don't want to go to Earth? Oh, it takes ages to get to Earth. You want to go to Mars?
If they, if they figure out how to freeze them things down, then that wouldn't be a problem.
What?
Because they'd be sleeping the whole way. 1,000 years past, they don't look a day older. Not that we've noticed, because they're ugly as fuck.
Do you know Aliens was a film, it wasn't a documentary? She was actually...
They freeze stuff.
She was actually saying...
If we can
this looks a
freeze
bit like a
food, we can freeze people eventually.
You were saying it looked a bit like a documentary, weren't you?
No.
Yeah, you did.
No.
In terms of how it looked, you said.
No, I'm saying... Oh, well, the lighting, yeah.
The lighting looked like a documentary.
What I'm saying is...
It's fiction.
There are other things out there. It's just, we might not be around to see them. Because we're only in 2013 yet.
You don't have to worry about any aliens.
For anyone who doesn't believe that there are other
I'm not
things
saying I don't believe.
living out there are just stupid. Read just a little bit. Stephen Hawking isn't stupid. He knows there's stuff out there.
What,
He's the smartest man on fucking Earth.
he doesn't look like it.
He's not even fucking human.
Well, he is human. What were you on about? That's a bit...
No, I'm just saying he's so smart he shouldn't be human.
Oh, okay. No, I
Who
thought
knows,
you
there
were
might
making
be
like
an
a
alien
weird
in
comment
him.
about him being, a bit...
That's why they make him speak like that. Because if he spoke his own language, well, he would be busted. I'm joking. Obviously, I'm joking.
That was tasteless. That was...
I'm sorry, Stephen Hawking. You're very smart.
I'm sure he's not watching now.
You never know.
He's
He
got-
might be Googling himself, and if you put Stephen Hawking in the tab
Well,
thing...
I won't tag him.
Ah.
I'm sure he's got better things
Well,
to be watching
other
on
people
YouTube.
might be like,
Conspiracy
oh, you
theories
just
and stuff
dissed
like that,
Stephen
space
Hawking,
stuff.
bitch. But I didn't diss him. I am actually saying that...
I'm actually...
I am actually saying that he is one of the smartest people out there.
I
And
agree.
if he believes that there are other things out there, then that must be true.
Rewind. 5 minutes ago, I already said I agree with you. So, who are you arguing?
No, why did you then start this whole discussion by saying, why are you scared of aliens? They don't exist.
Well, they don't exist in the realms of our life, of our,
You don't know that. You don't know that for sure. There's no proof. There's no proof.
Okay.
Just because he can see shit doesn't mean it's not there. We just witnessed stuff from outer space just then. Oh, you didn't hear that? I just whispered. That's how small we are.
Yeah, well, we just saw Northern Lights, and it gives you a scope for how small we are in the universe and everything. But
Do you know what they call them on the other side of Earth?
What?
Southern Lights. I'm very, very sleepy and tired.
Did you say you were going to bed?
Yeah.
Right, on that bombshell. Day 3 of the 24-hour movie marathon. Yeah. As you can tell, the commitment level is not very high for this particular project. There you go. It is 4:30 on the 18th of March, Monday the 18th of March. So, yeah. Earlier we watched The Walking Dead new episode. We watched loads of episodes of Cake Boss for whatever reason. And we went to the shop to do like a weekly kind of shop. So we're having dinner now, and we're going to watch the 3-hour movie, which will be The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, which was, coincidentally enough, the last film I watched last year on the first 24-hour movie marathon I did. So it's been almost exactly a year since I last saw it. I can't wait to see it again. Can't wait for Connie to finally see it because, well, she loves the Ecstasy of Gold, so she should enjoy the film. Didn't you do a drawing once and you listen to that song on repeat for 2 hours?
Yeah.
And she's also trying to kind of show me how to cook. Yeah. So what we having? Chicken, obviously, but
Chicken and spaghetti with a creamy sauce.
Chicken and spaghetti with a creamy sauce. Sounds good. So yeah, I'm so hungry, can't wait for food. But I better turn this camera off now and try and pick up what Connie is doing. And then we'll watch Good, the Bad and the Ugly probably around 5, I guess. And I've counted all the films so far, like the hours, because this will be 24 hours of movies as opposed to a marathon, really. And after the Good, the Bad and the Ugly, it'll be 19 hours. So I don't know where this is going, to be honest. This is turning into the longest thing I've ever done. But there you go, in terms of videos, anyway. So I'll check back in later. And taste.
Good. Hot.
Hot.
Yes?
Amazing. Real nice, what is it, lemon pepper? Oh, I cannot wait. So nice. It's gonna be good.
Butter.
I'm seriously so excited for this food right now. Well, I've had this cereal all day and I'm just... Great film, great food. Yes.
Glad you appreciate my
Getting really
cooking.
impatient, I just want to eat.
Okay, so I like to put butter in it. Okay, everything's off.
Okay, it's 5 o'clock. We're ready to watch The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Awesome film. Awesome food. It's 6:15 and I'm going to the shop to get some sweets because we've both decided we really want some sweets, so yeah, why not? It's going to make this thing even longer, I guess, but I don't know, maybe it'll even bleed over to a 4th day. I don't really care at this point. It seems like this is going to be like a feature-length kind of video, so whatever. I want some sweets. Connie wants some sweets, so I'm going to get some sweets. I don't know if you can see, but the moon is out and it is very cold. But I'm going to get the bus, hopefully. Alright, that took a lot longer than expected because I wait for the bus on the wrong side of the road. Not used to the, you know, the path of traffic being on that side when it's usually on that side. And so I waited on the wrong side and it was too late. The bus went past me and I was like, oh shit. So I had to walk there, but I got the bus back, so I made up some time. I think Connie's really excited to get some sweets. Are you not?
What?
Excited to get some sweets?
So excited.
So excited. Okay, I'm back. Sweets are at the ready. It was only an hour and a half detour. Are you satisfied? Are you happy? Yes. Okay. Have you enjoyed the film so far? We've watched about an hour of it. Yes? Okay, let's continue. She seemed disappointed when I didn't film this. Okay, it is 9:44 and we just finished watching The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. And it was just as awesome as the first 2 times I watched it. So yeah, what did you think?
Don't need to put it in that much.
Don't need to put what in that much?
Me.
You? Okay, then alright, you're out of the picture, you're out of the picture.
Well, I thought it was really good. I really, really enjoyed it. It was like, wow. Well, yeah, so I would put a sock over this hand if I bothered to, but, you know. Anyways, it was better than I thought. It was pretty long, but it was good anyways. Like, not too long. I'd give it a, what would you give it?
10.
Okay. Yeah, 10.
Sure?
Yeah, and I love the music.
Anything else you want to add?
I'm smiling now.
No.
No,
it doesn't matter.
not really.
Okay. It's interesting because the way that you kind of voicing the way that your hand goes up and down is quite similar to the dub that went on in this film.
Indeed.
So yeah, Good, the Bad and the Ugly, awesome film. You got Lee Van Cleef as the bad, Eli Wallach as the ugly, and Clint Eastwood as the good. 3 amazing actors, 3 amazing characters. Tuco, just so funny. I can't think of a more rotten, like despicable, dirty character that you kind of like enjoy watching. Clint Eastwood, obviously, just the epitome of cool and badass in this film. Lee Van Cleef is awesome too as Angel Eyes. He was brilliant as the good guy in the previous film for a few dollars more as well, so just shows his range as an actor. Music, again, fantastic. Direction,
I really
awesome.
liked Angel Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said that I'd kill for a mustache like that. And Connie said I'd kill you if you had a mustache like that. Anyway, so it's now 19 hours of film. That means there's another 5 hours to be accounted for, and it's the 3rd day of the 24-hour movie marathon. So it might just roll over to a 4th day. The 96-hour, 24-hour movie marathon. Yeah, I can't commit to doing 24 hours in a go. I mean, I barely did it last time. Hopefully next year I'll do the full 24 hours in a row. But as for now, there's actually going to be 4 breaks. Because we're going to the cinema tomorrow, maybe. Or, you know, it depends. If we do, it'll carry on to that. Or, you know, just watch another film tomorrow. So, yeah. Really hope the YouTube copyright police don't pick up on the Ecstasy of Gold in the background there. Hopefully not. Yeah.
It'd be so fucking gay.
It would be so effing homosexual, yes. So, so that's it for day 3 of the 24-hour movie marathon. See you day 4. 64. Oh my God! Yes! Yes!
66664!
Oh my God! Oh, hello. Welcome to day 4 of the 24-hour movie marathon. I've already decided what film I'm going to watch to kick off today's festivities. Troll Hunter. Great Norwegian movie. Or at least I think. Apparently some Norwegians don't think it's that great, but I love it. So let's check it out. It is currently 12:30 in the afternoon. So, once we've watched this, we'll be up to 21 hours. So I'm going to watch another film after that, and we'll see where we are then. Okay, it is 2:20 in the afternoon, and I just finished watching Troll Hunter. It is about, if you can guess, I mean it's a pretty tricky plot to kind of decipher just from the title, but yes, it is about a troll hunter. It is about a group of students who are out investigating this news story about bears being, I can't remember if they were disappearing or if they were just getting killed and they couldn't explain it. So they were investigating into the story and they found out about this weird guy. So they follow him, and he's got this weird kind of camper van, caravan thing, and they're trying to talk to him and he won't talk to them. So they follow him out one night when he leaves. And he's a troll hunter, and they find out about the existence of trolls in Norway. And it's all found footage style, as in their cameras are filming it. And so he kind of begrudgingly takes him along to see these trolls and stuff, and it's such a fun film. The special effects are incredible, considering that it's found footage and considering that it's, you know, a Norwegian film, no offense, but there wasn't like the huge Hollywood budget behind it. It's really funny. It's got a real kind of subtle sense of humour to it. It doesn't take itself too seriously. At the same time, I love how they explain the kind of lore of trolls and stuff, and how they explain their existence, and how like power lines are actually there to keep the trolls in certain areas of the wilderness. Love that. But in the end, it is a giant piss take, and just such a fun film. I absolutely love it. I love the scenery in it. I love the actors. I love the story. I love the special effects. It's just one of those films that just really connects with me, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, I'm still going to give it a 10 out of 10. I gave it a 10 out of 10 when I saw it in the cinemas. We'd already seen it before it came out in the UK. Obviously, just kind of wanted to show it to me. I really liked it then, but when I saw it in the cinema, that's when I really just loved it, and just thought 10 out of 10. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 film. Again, this is just my personal enjoyment of it. But yeah, for me, it just ticks all the boxes. It's a film I can watch over and over. Absolutely love it. So yeah, we are now nearing the end. 21 hours of film. 3 hours remaining. It's 2:30 on Tuesday, the 19th of March. So yeah, we've been going for like almost 72 hours now. So when it's all said and done, I'd say we're probably looking at around 84 hours probably, because I'm going to keep going till tonight. So it will be more than 24 hours, because I'm going to go meet Connie in about 3 hours, and I'm going to go see in the cinema Oz the Great and Powerful. Am I just making that title up? I don't know, the new Oz film, with James Franco and Mila Kunis, and Sam Raimi directed film. So yeah, it's going to be kind of cool, because 3 years ago, this week, we went to the cinema here in Norway, probably the same cinema we're going to go to today, to see Alice in Wonderland. And they just look like kind of similar films, taking a classic story and kind of doing the big Hollywood stuff with it. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm not expecting too much from it, but should be fun nonetheless. Now what I'm going to do in the meantime is check out a film that I haven't seen in quite a while, but is one of my all-time favourites. Not my top 10, but definitely in my top 10 favourite comedies, one of my top 5 favourite comedies. It is the classic Shaun of the Dead. I haven't seen this for a very long time. Absolutely love this film. This film encompasses for me one of my favourite cinema experiences of all time. Went to see it in 2004 when it came out, and I just could not wait. Was a big fan of the TV show Spaced, and if you don't know, Spaced was directed by Edgar Wright. It starred Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and those three have kind of gone on to make Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, soon to be this year, The World's End. And yeah, so it's kind of the same group who did Spaced, and there are little space cameos in Shaun of the Dead, and little space references, and just other references as well. And it's just such a well-made film. I can't wait to see it again. But when we went to see it in the cinema, me and my mates, we loved Spaced, and the cinema was like half full, and it was such a fun time. You could tell they were all Spaced fans just like us, because everyone was laughing at every single thing at the right moment, and even the Spaced references people were laughing at and getting. And it was just such a fun cinema going experience. I'll never forget it. I'll also never forget the fact that we got turned away the first time, because they said it's an 18, and we're like, no, it's a 15 actually. No, it's an 18. And I was like, well, I was in like a live chat with the director Edgar Wright like about 3 days ago, and he confirmed in that live chat that yes, the film is a 15. And she said no, it's an 18. So we had to go to another cinema, which was more expensive, where it was of course 15. So I believe it was UGC at the time. Fuck you. We could have got that film a little bit cheaper and maybe bought an extra bottle of pop or something like that. Some more sweet, I don't know, something like that. It's nearly 10 years ago. I'm going to let it go. But still, fuck you, UGC. So yeah, I'm going to watch that now and then head into town. So, Shaun of the Dead. Just finished watching Shaun of the Dead. It is 4:30. And what a film. Love it, absolutely love it. It's so funny. Simon Pegg's awesome, Nick Frost is awesome. It's basically two guys who kind of trying to survive in the zombie apocalypse in London, and it all revolves around Sean's need to go to the pub because he feels like that'll be the most safe place for them to hide. And it also has a kind of romance element, because his girlfriend kind of leaves him at the beginning of the film because he's too concentrated on his mates, or on his mate Ed, played by Nick Frost, and on the pub and all this kind of thing. So she leaves him, and he kind of tries to get her back as well amidst the whole zombie apocalypse. Great cast of characters, great film. great everything. Just a perfect comedy. Awesome. I don't know. I guess I'd have to give it a 10. I think I give too many films a 10 out of 10, to be honest. But oh, what the hell? Who really cares? At the end of the day, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It's just an awesome film, really. So I believe that is 13 films, which is 2 better than I did last year. But that was because I watched a few, hour and 15-minute films in the Batman animated films. So yeah, one more film to go. Maybe 2 more. I'd say probably just the one, the Oz the Great and Powerful, and then we'll call this a day, or we'll call this 4 days. So just a quick kind of reflection on everything so far. I mean, I've been looking through all the footage, and from what it seems to me, this is going to be the longest video I've ever done. This is probably going to be at least over an hour. I'm going to try and cut this down as much as I can, but at the end of the day, it's kind of meant to be an all-encompassing experience of 24 hours of watching movies, and if that happens over 4 days, then so be it. It's my video, I'll do whatever I want. I've stuck to the guidelines. Hopefully I won't be killed now. My Blu-rays and DVDs won't be stolen. All is good in the universe. And yeah, what better way to finish off this experience and these past couple of days by going to the cinema, the place where the magic happens. It's always a special place for me. I absolutely love the cinema. Couldn't go without it, I think. It's great watching the film in the comfort of your own home, but it's just great going out and just going to the cinema. I love it. Something about it, it's just awesome. So, well, I feel like I'm going to wrap this video up, but I'm not, because I'm sure there'll be more to come as I go and see the final film in this 24 hours of movies video. I think I might just call this something like a vlogumentary, This is just a big massive vlog with no real structure or rhyme or reason. So if you're even watching this far, well done, This is just a record of a movie lover, I guess. Next year, though, I'm planning on doing like the full 24 hours in a go, in which case the video will not be this long. And the video will be a lot more concise like last year's, which was only like, what, 20-25 minutes. So anyway, the marathon rolls on. Well, there seems to be a running theme with me missing buses during this whole thing. I just jogged for the first time in a very long time. Really out of breath, and as you can probably tell, just missed a bus. Gonna go into the city, meet Connie and go see Oz the Great and Powerful. But first I'm gonna pick up something for her birthday, which is tomorrow. Once I get my breath back. And I've got to go wait up here for another 15 minutes, and my hands are falling off, it's so cold. What?
Pull this from here.
Okay, it is 10 o'clock on the 19th of March, the 4th and final day. 24-hour movie marathon. We just got back from seeing the Oz the Great and Powerful in the cinema.
It wasn't that great and powerful.
No?
CGI was so disappointing.
Yeah, it wasn't great CGI, I'll be honest. I mean, most of it was just like, I don't know if there was even a full set in the whole film, but yeah, all digital backgrounds.
Just screaming green screen the whole way.
Yeah,
I mean, normally there is a green screen, but I mean, it was like they were experimenting with CGI.
I'm sure if you look at behind the scenes, that there is no real behind the scenes. It's just them on a green studio set.
Yeah, behind the scene is the green screen.
That being said, it was enjoyable. I thought it was almost a perfect kids film. In that, it was all nice and happy and had a coherent storyline, and there was like pretty much no violence in the film. It was all implied, and because anyway, it's supposed to be a prequel.
And when something violent happened, it wasn't really real violence.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Actually, she was electrocuted quite severely.
True.
Okay. Anyway,
no one would survive that though.
She's a witch now.
Whatever.
So Oz the Great and Powerful is kind of a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. Although I don't know who has the rights to that. I don't know how they've done that anyway, but it's about a guy called Oscar, who's this magician. It's quite similar to The Wizard of Oz. He gets taken off by a tornado just like in The Wizard of Oz, and he ends up in Oz. And he meets this woman, and she's like, "Oh, you're the wizard," because he does some magic tricks or whatever. And she's like, "Yeah, there's a prophecy that the wizard's going to come and save Oz from the Wicked Witch and all this." And yeah, there's 3 witches in the film. And yeah, I'm not going to bother going into too much detail, but it's kind of like a classic fairy tale story, really. Although it's got the added thing of the hero being kind of flawed, because James Franco, who plays Oz, he's a bit of a dick, really.
One of his assistant is named Frank.
Why?
Franco.
Oh, yeah, funny. Anyway, it was awkward. I'll keep it in anyway. So, the thing that confused me though was that he's got a little monkey friend in the film. What was his name?
Monkey.
No, there was a name. Anyway, the little monkey with the bell hat and everything. And it was amazing. The CGI on this monkey was just incredible. The hair, every hair on his face just looked so real. The emotion that came from his face. It was just the backgrounds that weren't very good. And there's actually a bit in the film where it's just the monkey and Oz, and they're going off down the yellow brick road, and there's this smoke in the distance, and the monkey goes, "This looks bad." And Connie leaned in and went, "See, even the monkey can tell."
Yeah. Because right before that, and I just told Luke, like, "Oh my god, did you see that?" Because there were some rainbow horses of some kind in the background when the monkey and Franco was talking and walking. And the horse, as it was moving, and the camera was moving, as it was walking, it was moving like that. Well, not that bad, but it wasn't far from. And you can tell, if you see the movie, look at the rainbow horse, it's the horse all the way on the left, walking. How could they miss that? But did they actually see it and go, "Oh, never mind, probably only kids watching this anyways, nobody's gonna notice."
Like,
And then when he was holding that little doll, porcelain doll, it was... Like, Luke could probably edit me holding something in my hand right now, making that look better.
Probably not, but...
Put something on it. I don't know. Anything.
Okay.
Could probably... Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. It was so disappointing.
I remember you saying that, you said, if you're going to put horses in there, then do it properly, or don't do it at all. If you're not going to do it properly, don't put horses in the background.
What was the point in putting them there?
If you're not going to do it properly.
It was seriously like they just went like, "Okay, now move them around."
I didn't notice the particular movement of the legs of the horses, but I did notice that they weren't very well done.
It was... it was annoying.
I like the kind of the references to the original and stuff. Like, you know, there was like a lion, and he scared it off with a puff of red smoke, and he's like, "Oh, coward," you know. And then the scarecrow. There's a couple of scarecrows at the end, kind of thing. And there's like lots of other stuff. But yeah, she hasn't seen The Wizard of Oz. This is how we should have ended this marathon, by you watching the original, because it's so much better, and it's a classic. And I took you to see this film. Oh, I didn't take you. We both went together. It's not like you're a kid or anything. Well, it is a little bit when you're this small and you look like you're 12. But we went to see this film, and Connie was like, literally 10 minutes before we went into the cinema, she said, "So, what's this about again? Have you seen the trailer?" And I said, "No. I've seen pictures and stuff, and I've just avoided the trailers." And Connie was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "Have you seen a trailer?" And you said, "No." Literally, anytime I even mention a film, half a title of a film, she's like on a laptop watching the trailer. Always watches the trailers. But for the one film that we've been talking about watching for a week, you didn't watch a trailer for it. So I sat down and she's like,
Hang on.
"This is the one with the..."
We decided on watching this movie
Yeah?
yesterday.
No, I said like a week ago, "Oh, Oz the Great and Powerful's coming out. That might be interesting to see."
Oh,
On
I
Tuesday,
didn't
day before
very
your birthday.
well.
Was it? And a Pepsi can.
So you can't put that in there.
Oh, I will, because there's no way he's watching this so far, and this is going to be like an hour and a half video. Okay, so
I'm
Oz the Great and
sure
Powerful.
You would.
Oz the Great and Powerful, I would give it a 7 out of 10 because I did enjoy it. There were some funny moments, there were some cool moments, there were some moments.
I kind of enjoyed the battle a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it was a fun climax. It was a different climax. I'll give them that. It was quite inventive, and yeah, it had a good message behind it as well. And if kids watch it, you know, I think it's gives a good message, and I'm sure kids would absolutely go like batshit crazy over it because it's almost a perfect kids film. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for me.
Same for me.
Would watch it again, but wouldn't rush out to. Bit of a
Definitely
disappointment,
no
but
rush.
there you go. So that wraps up the final review in the 24-hour / 80 to 84
Does it
hour.
though? How many hours have you got altogether now?
It's pretty much exactly 24 hours now.
Cool.
Yeah, added it all up, and it's give or take a couple of minutes. It is bang on 24. So join us next year for maybe a full marathon. Have you enjoyed kind of participating for like one film every day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, I guess that's about it then. Yeah. What better way to finish off this epic marathon? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. And on the 4th day, you got into bed and got some much needed sleep. It's been a long one. Thank you for watching. There's no place like home. There's no place. There's no place like home. Oh, what a dream. Back in good old 1955. 1955? Oh, it's 5 to 8. Wait. I dreamt that I did a 24-hour movie marathon. And I was there for days and days. Connie was there, Ryan was there. You were there. I don't remember that much about it, but I remember it wasn't very nice at all. Near-death experiences, missing buses, feeling bloated. But it was a 24-hour movie marathon that took place over 4 days. Must have been a dream. It's ridiculous.